Hello and welcome to this very quick video for this gentleman here, Hayabusa. Now Hayabusa was asking around flight mode, specifically how you can get things like 6 by mixing 2 switches together. Now there are obviously other buttons that you can program for things like switches here at the bottom. They can be quite handy to do stuff with. However, we're going to do it with 2 switches. Now this process is very similar to the kind of things that you get in Edge and OpenTX. Go and check out my series on those. But let me zoom in on the screen a little bit and show you how I've got this set up. But before they do that, let's just go into the model settings, go into the second screen and click on logical switches. And I've got 6 logical switches set up that mix these 2 switches here. So the first 3 are activated by the switch in norm position, and then by moving this switch in anything but the back position gives me the second set of 3. So that gives me 3 flight modes and 3 other flight modes. So in total I've got 6. Those logical switches then can be used to do things, change stuff like flight modes. So for example, for this flight mode, I can make it so that rather than being operated by a switch, we can actually have the logical switch actually do it for us. So there's loads of things you can do here. Let me show you how I've set up these logical switches to combine these 2 physical ones. Okay, so here we are zoomed in an awful lot closer onto the screen. And again, by flicking these switches, you can see that I can activate the first 3 logical switches by combining these 2, or if I flick the switch on the right, that gives me access to the second 2. And then I could just move those logical switches to activate whatever it is I particularly want. What I'm doing here, if I just go into the first one, let's edit this. What I'm doing here is I am mixing by setting A equals X. I'm setting up the switch SB, which is this one over here, and setting it when SB is in the -100 position, i.e. in the top position, and SC is up, then this logical switch is activated, which is how it is when the radio turns on. And all I've done is I've just cloned that by pressing and holding it and saying clone, and that's created other versions. So this one is exactly the same as that one. If I just edit it, the only thing I've changed is the value for the SB thing. So that's the middle position of the channel. And then if we come back out and we do the third one, tap it again, and you see it's 100. So by SB being 100 and SC being the back position, that is what allows me to select these 3 modes. The SB's in the back, middle, or front position. That's how we do it. However, I want to have another 3, and that's where these next lot of stuff come in. So what I've done, edit here, it looks almost exactly the same. The big difference here is that in front of SC, hopefully you can see that clearly on the camera, there's an exclamation mark. If we highlight that and we press and hold and tap it, we have the option to invert or set it for Edge. And I've ticked, you can't really see it on the camera, it's not coming up very well, but I've ticked invert. And that means now when switch SC is not in the back position, it's going to work this way. And I've set up the next 3 identical to the first, with the exception that SC has that little exclamation mark in front. And that means when SC is out of that back position, we have these 3, if I just highlight that one so you can see, there we go. We have these 3 being selected. So that is one way you can do it. Hopefully Hayabusa, that helps you and now gives you access using 2 switches to the flight modes that you need. You can then just assign these logical switches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the bits in the radio that you want to control. Thank you for watching the video. If you watch my videos and find them useful, then please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. If you really like what I'm doing here, you can become a Patreon and support the time I spend helping others and get access to lots of exclusive benefits. Link is in the video description. Remember that all the videos on the channel are organized into playlists, so you can easily use those playlists to find all the videos on a subject that you are interested in. Add Painless 360 to your searches on Google and YouTube, and it'll help you find my content for any particular topic. Thanks again for watching, and as always, happy flying.